Hello everybody, it's Rhonda Hagen. I'm here again and I am going to be talking cocktails, mocktails, and sangria. Who doesn't like a nice sangria or even a mocktail when you don't feel like having any alcohol? Anyways, I don't know if you know about this, but you can make amazing cocktails and mocktails with loose leaf tea. I didn't know you could do this before, but it is true. And who doesn't want to have the added health benefits that you get from all the different teas instead of just having empty calories? If you're watching live here in Facebook, make sure you say hello. Drop me a hello, or if you're watching later, drop me a hashtag replay. Okay, so I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're enjoying the party. And let's get to these demos. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you, so you know when you go to the liquor store and you see all these really delicious sounding flavor infused vodkas, well, you can easily make those with loose leaf tea. So I just would get a bottle or a jar, and you're gonna get some plain vodka that I've got here, it doesn't matter what kind, whatever you like. And then you're just gonna get, I prefer fruit teas, but you can use any teas. Now these can last in the fridge for a really long time, so I just keep them in the fridge for whenever I wanna use them. Hey Caitlin. So all you need is your favorite tea that you want. I pick Pink Dragon. It's one of my favorite fruit teas to infuse my vodka with. I really like cream soda as well, grape soda. Really, my favorite is the sangrias and the fruit teas, but I like lots of different flavors. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fruit tea, and I mean, you can have less or more fruit tea as you want in here, but for 2 cups of vodka, I usually put about 6 teaspoons. Look at that fruit. Oh my goodness, you could just eat it. It's so good. If you haven't tried the Pink Dragon fruit tea from Sipology, it is so good. I love it. My family loves it. Okay, so I've got my 6 teaspoons. I kind of forgot to count. I think I might have had 7 in there, but that's okay. All right, so then all I do is you have your jar or your bottle, and you're gonna fill that with your plain vodka. And then you're gonna store that in the fridge. And you can start drinking it after 2 hours or more. It just steeps, cold steeps for 2 hours or more. And then what I do is when I'm going to make a drink, I have my infuser. Hey, Crystal. I have my infuser, and then I'm putting that over the glass, and then I'm going to pour your shot worth of alcohol. I usually do 1 shot per glass. And then it filters out the fruit pieces. I mean, it's only fruit pieces, so if you get some in there, it's not a big deal, but they do taste good. But yeah, and then I just top it with soda water or Sprite, whatever you prefer, or whatever whatever kind of pop you want, or sweetener. You want to add a little bit of sweetness usually to alcohol, but yeah, so that's super easy to make your endless flavors of infused vodka. All right, so, and actually is a hit every time I have people over. They're like, what is that? I usually just add lemon lime soda stream to my infused vodka. And I add ice. All right, so now we're gonna go and we're gonna do our sangria. So this is our decanter. I like it, it's pretty. It's kind of, I just rinsed it because it's sitting for a bit, but it's got this great infusing lid, so you don't get any of the fruit pieces inside your drink. And so the kind I'm choosing is our new vanilla pomegranate sangria. It's a fruit tea. It's got things like papaya pieces, cane sugar, and just a little bit of cane sugar, just a dusting. It's 1 carbohydrate, so apple pieces, pineapple pieces, citric acid, rose hips, beetroot pieces, dandelion leaf, pomegranate, arils, raspberry pieces, lemon peel, vanilla bean, natural flavors. And all Sipology's teas, of course, are all natural. And they test thoroughly for pesticides, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But look at this tea. It smells so nice. Look at that. So I'm just going to put directly into the decanter. I'm going to put 2 of these perfect potted teaspoons, or 6 teaspoons of tea. And then I thought, for the fruit, I've got these these champagne. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to have to. I didn't freeze these grapes, so they're all kind of clumped together. So I'm going to add some of my white champagne raspberries. And I thought I'd add some blackberries would probably be good in that as well. You can use, so for sangria, you can use whatever frozen fruit you have on hand. You can add fresh fruit, but if you do that, you want to make sure you're muddling it just so that the juices flow and you get some juice from the fruit. Okay, so I've got my tea, I've got my frozen fruit, and I'm going to add my wine. I don't even remember what kind of wine this is. It's sparkling wine, sparkling velvet from Silver Sage. I like Silver Sage. I can't remember what fruits are in this wine, but it's not grape. So I think it'll be good. It'll be a white wine, so white sparkling. So because it's sparkling, and I think it's going to be sweet, it's a fruit wine, so I'm not going to add Sprite. But typically if it's a drier, if I think it's going to be a drier wine, I'm going to add a little bit of Sprite to the top. So I'm just going to add some soda water and top it up. I did 1 full bottle of wine, and you can use red or white or rosé or whatever you want. Chardonnay, it's fine. All will work good. You can mix and match. There's no rhyme or reason to sangria. You just mix whatever you want. So I'm just going to top that up with soda water. And then if I feel like I need more sweetness, I'm just going to add some Sprite or something like that at the end. I always, when I have get-togethers, when I'm making sangrias, I like to have Sprite and carbonated water on hand, soda water on hand, because I don't know how sweet the fruit is. It depends on the sweetness of the fruit and the sweetness of the wine together. Sometimes you want it to lessen the sweetness, so you'd add soda water, and if you want it more sweet, you'd add a little bit of Sprite or something like that. Hey Ashley, so then that's done. It's really pretty, it's gorgeous, and all we need to do is steep this for 2 hours in the fridge or overnight. The longer you steep it, the more fruit notes will be in there, and so this will be ready after my workout. I might have some later on with the hubby. So it's super easy to make those sangrias. Now I'm going to make a mocktail. All right, so I love, this is probably my favorite. It's a tie between the frother and this tea pitcher. So I love it has an infusing lid, and I also love, you can put this on the stove, and you can also make cold iced teas with it. And so it's super universal, definitely worth purchasing this, because it makes having iced tea with and spritzers and things like that, and sangrias would be good for sangrias too. So it's very universal for tea, and I use it every day. Okay, so I'm gonna make the watermelon berry sangria. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do just like the sangria. I'm going to add 2 potted teaspoons or 6 teaspoons of tea. I'm just gonna put that directly into my pitcher. And then I'm gonna add my fruit, and I'm gonna add some frozen watermelon. I love this frozen watermelon sangria, it's so good. Okay, so then I am going to add, and so instead of adding a wine, I'm gonna add like a Sprite. Now you don't have to add a Sprite if you want to add, if you like things like bubblies, and so it's not very sweet, it's just mostly flavored soda water. You can do that as well with this, and you just put soda water in here. Now if you want it more sweet, like a spritzer, or a cocktail mix, you can use it as a cocktail mix as well, so a mocktail or a cocktail. And you're just filling that with, so for me, I did SodaStream, and I did my lemonade flavored soda stream, because lemon and watermelon do taste good together. And so I'm just gonna fill that up. I think I'm gonna need some more. So I'm just gonna go like this. And I'm just not gonna I'm just gonna put a little bit of Sprite in here because I had a little bit of one bottle of Sprite left over. So you could just mix and match and change things up. It'll be good. It'll taste good no matter what I put in here, as long as it's kind of sweet. And the flavors match. So that's all there is to this mocktail spritzer cocktail mix. And so this watermelon berry sangria, the ingredients are papaya pieces, cane sugar, mango pieces, citric acid, some sulfites, apple pieces, rose hip, hibiscus, beet root pieces, lime leaves, moringa leaves, lemongrass, strawberry pieces, strawberry leaves, natural flavors, and I don't know if I showed you this one, but this is also really good, and it has lots of fruit. I don't know if you can see that, but oh, it's delicious. It's another favorite. So these fruit teas are really good also if you make kombucha. I do make kombucha if you ever wanted information on that. Sipology also has kombucha, the scobies, and some of the supplies you need. Their teas make wonderful kombucha as well. I make it all the time, it's great. But yeah, that's all there is to it. I also, if you are into martinis and things like that, I don't know if you've seen the post earlier, but I made an iced tea slushy demo, and I also did a chocolate espresso martini. And that martini is unbelievable. It is so good and so easy to make. So check it out if you're interested in that. If you want to find more recipes, I've got endless recipes in my VIP group. I'm always creating new drinks. And I also do a lot of copycat recipes. So I've got tons of those recipes and demos in my VIP group. And of course, I also give my VIP members discounts off of their orders as well. So please feel free to join my free VIP group and learn more about tea. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love sharing my love of tea and health with everybody. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you have any questions, make sure you ask them in the comments or message me, and I'm happy to answer them. Take care, everybody. Good night.